When you feel broken, that's when your true strength is revealed, because it's not the fall that defines you, it's how you rise from it. Ladies and gentlemen, we've all been there. That moment when the weight of the world is so heavy on your shoulders that you feel like you can't carry it any longer. When life knocks you down again and again, you start to wonder if you have anything left. But I'm here to tell you, broken doesn't mean beaten. Broken doesn't mean you're finished. It's in those broken moments that you discover who you really are. When you feel broken, that's the time to dig deep, to rise up, to confront the darkness inside and out and say, this isn't the end of my story. It's only when you're at the lowest that you see how high you can rise. Let's talk about what to do when you feel broken, because that's when the real growth happens. Acknowledge the pain for what it is, a sign that you've lived, that you've loved, that you've cared deeply about something or someone. Pain doesn't come to those who've never taken risks, never opened their hearts, or never chased their dreams. It's the price we pay for being fully human, for daring to reach beyond our comfort zones. When you feel broken, remember that this pain is evidence of your courage, your willingness to engage with life in all its rawness. You can't numb pain without numbing joy, and you didn't come this far just to live half a life. So face it head on, look at it straight in the eye and say, I see you. Pain has a way of demanding attention, like a storm that rages until it's acknowledged. But the thing is, storms don't last forever. There's always a calm after. And when that calm comes, you'll realize that you're still standing, still breathing, still moving forward. It's in the midst of this pain that you find strength you didn't know you had. The kind of strength that comes not from avoiding, but from enduring. In these moments, remind yourself that pain is not the enemy. It's a teacher. Pain teaches you what matters. It teaches you who you are when everything else falls away. It forces you to pause, to reflect, to grow. And through that growth, you find healing. It's a process, not a destination. There will be days when the weight feels lighter, and others when it feels like a ton of bricks pressing down on your chest. But every step, every moment spent acknowledging and working through the pain brings you closer to healing. And here's the powerful truth: this pain, as heavy as it feels now, is temporary. It's a chapter, not the whole story. You won't feel this way forever. It's okay to cry, to scream, to question why things had to happen the way they did. But remember that this chapter is only part of your journey. There's more to come, more joy, more love, more life. You have the power to write the next chapter, to choose how you move forward once the pain begins to fade. This pain, though it feels like it's breaking you, is also remaking you. It's creating room for something new to grow within you. The cracks, the scars, they're the spaces where the light gets in. And one day you'll look back and realize that what you thought was breaking you was actually building you into something stronger, something unstoppable. Pain is a necessary part of the transformation, and on the other side of it is a version of you that is even more resilient than before. Don't isolate yourself when the weight of the world feels too heavy to bear. It's tempting, I know. When life shatters you, the instinct is to retreat, to pull back, to protect yourself by building walls around your heart. You tell yourself that no one else can understand what you're going through, that it's easier to face this battle alone. But that's a lie. Isolation will only deepen the pain, magnify the struggle, and make you feel like you're the only one walking through the storm. But listen, people need people. You weren't meant to carry the weight of life's hardships on your own. No one is that strong. Even the most resilient souls need someone to lean on. And it's not weakness to admit that you need help, it's wisdom. You see, there is immense strength in vulnerability. Letting someone in during your darkest times doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. You don't have to have it all together. You don't have to pretend that everything is fine when it's not. Let the people who love you show up for you. Let them be your strength when yours feels drained. When you isolate yourself, you cut off the very lifeline that can pull you through. The people around you, your family, your friends, your community, they want to help. They may not always have the perfect words, but their presence, their support, their love can be exactly what you need to keep going. You don't need to fight every battle by yourself. Sometimes the greatest act of strength is saying, I need you. Let them stand with you. Let them remind you that you are not in this alone. And here's the beauty in it: when you allow yourself to be vulnerable, to lean on others, you create a space for healing to begin. You don't have to hide your pain. In fact, sharing it can be the very thing that helps you find a way through. Your loved ones can hold you up when you feel like you're sinking, and their belief in you can reignite your belief in yourself. There is something profoundly powerful about being seen and supported, especially when you're at your lowest. So don't push people away. Let them in. Let them remind you that even in your brokenness, you are still worthy of love and care. Sometimes the hands you're avoiding are the ones that can help lift you back up. Healing isn't just about solitude, it's about connection. And in those connections, you'll find the strength to keep moving forward. You are not alone, and you don't have to pretend to be. Remember your worth. In the midst of feeling broken, when the world seems to be falling apart around you, you might question everything. You might look in the mirror and not recognize the person staring back at you. The pain, the disappointment, the setbacks, they make you feel like you've lost everything. But let me tell you something: your worth has never been defined by your circumstances. It's not tied to your failures, your mistakes, or the struggles you're going through right now. Your worth comes from within, from who you are at your core. It's easy to lose sight of that when life knocks you down. When everything feels heavy, it's tempting to believe the lie that you're less than, that you're broken beyond repair, that the hurt has somehow diminished your value. But that's not true. You are not the sum of your struggles. You are not defined by the pain you're feeling in this moment. Your worth was established long before the hardships arrived, and it remains untouched no matter how deep the hurt. Even when life breaks you, it doesn't diminish your value. You are still the same person who has dreams, talents, and a unique purpose. You are still deserving of love, respect, and joy. The trials you're facing right now don't define you, they refine you. They are shaping you into someone stronger, someone wiser, someone who knows how to rise after the fall. But through it all, your worth remains constant. Never forget that. In these moments of brokenness, it's crucial to remind yourself of your value. You are enough as you are, even when things are hard, even when you don't feel like it. It's not about how others see you or even how your circumstances look. It's about how you see yourself and the truth that no setback, no mistake, no failure can take away your worth. You are valuable, not because of what you achieve, but because of who you are. So when life tries to tell you otherwise, when the brokenness makes you feel less than, stand firm in the knowledge of your worth. Don't let the darkness make you forget your light. You've been through tough times before and you made it through. This is no different. The brokenness may be part of your story right now, but it's not the end of it. You are stronger, more resilient, and more valuable than the circumstances that surround you. Keep your head up, remember your worth, and keep moving forward. Focus on what you can control. When everything feels like it's crumbling around you, it's easy to get overwhelmed by the chaos. The weight of uncertainty can make you feel powerless, as if the situation is spiraling beyond your reach. But here's the thing: you don't need to control everything. In fact, you can't. Life will always throw things your way that you didn't plan for, things that will shake you to your core. But amidst that storm, there are still aspects within your grasp. It's human nature to fixate on the things we can't control. We worry about what others think, about the things that are happening to us and the circumstances we wish we could change. But that energy is wasted if it's directed at what's out of our hands. The key to navigating these moments of brokenness is to focus on what's within your control. It might be small things at first, but even those small steps will give you the power to move forward. You can control your mindset. When everything around you seems like it's in free fall, you can decide how you respond to it. You can choose to get back up, even when life tries to keep you down. You can choose to focus on the lessons within the pain, on the growth that comes from hardship, and on the resilience you're building. It's not easy, but it's possible. Your mindset is one of the most powerful tools you have. You can control your effort. No matter how bad things get, you always have the choice to keep trying, to keep pushing forward. You can show up for yourself every single day, even when it feels like nothing is going your way. The effort you put in today in the middle of the chaos is what will carry you to the other side of this storm. You may not be able to control the outcome, but you can control the work you put in. You can control your habits. In moments of brokenness, it's easy to let everything fall by the wayside. But if you can focus on maintaining even one healthy habit, whether it's taking a walk, journaling, or meditating, that small action will give you a sense of control amidst the uncertainty. These habits are anchors, grounding you when the world feels shaky. And most importantly, you can control how you treat yourself. When things fall apart, be kind to yourself. Don't let the circumstances make you believe you deserve the chaos. You deserve peace, healing, and grace. You can't control everything, but you can control how you nurture your spirit, how you care for your heart, and how you rebuild piece by piece. So as the world around you shifts, as the brokenness tries to consume you, remember this: control what you can and let go of the rest. You'll find strength in the simple act of focusing on what's within your power. And from there, you can begin to rebuild your life stronger, wiser, and more resilient than before. Take it one step at a time. When you're feeling broken, the path to healing can seem like an impossible mountain to climb. Every time you look ahead, it feels like there's no end in sight. The weight of it all can be paralyzing, making you feel like you're stuck, unable to move forward. But here's the thing: you don't have to heal all at once. You don't have to fix everything today. The truth is, healing isn't a race. It's not about how fast you can get back to normal or how quickly you can shake off the pain. It's about taking it one step at a time. Small, manageable steps forward. It's okay to move slowly. It's okay to have days where you don't feel like you've made much progress. What matters is that you're moving, no matter how small the step might seem. Progress is progress. In these moments of brokenness, the journey can feel overwhelming because we often focus on the entire path ahead of us. We see the whole road with all its twists, turns, and obstacles, and it feels impossible to navigate. But instead of worrying about how far you have to go, focus on where you are right now. Focus on today. What can you do in this moment to make things just a little bit better? Maybe it's something as simple as getting out of bed, or taking a walk, or talking to someone about how you're feeling. These small actions are the building blocks of your recovery. Taking it one step at a time also means giving yourself permission to not have it all figured out. When you're broken, it's natural to want a clear plan, a roadmap that shows you exactly how to get from where you are to where you want to be. But life doesn't work that way. Healing is messy. There will be setbacks. There will be days where you take 2 steps forward and then 1 step back. And that's okay. The key is to keep moving, even when it feels like you're not getting anywhere. It's also important to celebrate those small victories. Too often we dismiss the small wins because they seem insignificant in the grand scheme of things. But when you're in the process of healing, every small step counts. Maybe today you smiled for the first time in a while. Maybe you reached out for help or allowed yourself to rest. These moments matter. They are signs that you are moving forward, even if the progress feels slow. Remember, you don't need to see the entire path to take the next step. You don't have to know how everything will work out. Just focus on today. Focus on what you can do right now to feel just a little bit better, to move just a little bit closer to where you want to be. Healing isn't about speed, it's about persistence. One step at a time, you will get there. And before you know it, the journey that once seemed impossible will be behind you. Learn the lessons. Every breaking point, every moment of feeling shattered carries with it a hidden opportunity. Pain is not just a force that breaks you, it's also a teacher, offering lessons if you're willing to listen. It might not be easy to see in the midst of the struggle, but every challenge you face has something valuable to offer. The key is to seek out and embrace those lessons. When you're feeling broken, it's natural to want to avoid the pain, to push it away or numb it. But if you can shift your focus from merely enduring the hurt to understanding it, you can unlock profound insights about yourself and your life. Ask yourself, what is this situation teaching me? This question shifts your perspective from victimhood to empowerment. It transforms your pain into a pathway for personal growth. The lessons that come from breaking points often revolve around aspects of ourselves we need to address or understand better. Perhaps the pain reveals weaknesses that need strengthening, or it brings to light patterns in your life that are holding you back. Maybe it's showing you areas where you need to set boundaries or change your approach to relationships. Each lesson learned is a stepping stone towards becoming a stronger, wiser version of yourself. Growth is inherently tied to discomfort. We rarely grow when things are easy or comfortable. True growth happens when we are pushed beyond our usual limits. It's in the midst of pain and struggle that we are forced to confront our fears, face our limitations, and challenge our beliefs. This process, though difficult, is what shapes us into more resilient, insightful individuals. To fully benefit from these lessons, it's crucial to be reflective and proactive. Take time to analyze your experiences, journal your thoughts, or talk to a trusted friend or mentor. Reflect on what the experience has taught you and how you can apply these lessons moving forward. It's not just about surviving the pain, it's about using it as a catalyst for meaningful change. Every lesson learned from a breaking point is a tool for transformation. Embrace them and allow them to guide you toward a better version of yourself. When you approach your struggles with the mindset of a learner, you turn even the hardest moments into opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Don't give up on yourself. This is the most crucial point in your journey through feeling broken. It's easy, when overwhelmed by pain and despair, to entertain the thought that quitting might be the simpler option. The weight of your struggles can make it seem like giving up is a logical choice, but it's vital to recognize that this isn't a true reflection of who you are or your potential. Even in the darkest moments, when it feels like everything is falling apart, remember that giving up is not an option that aligns with your true strength. The essence of who you are is far greater than the sum of your challenges. You possess a reservoir of resilience, courage, and inner fortitude that you may not even realize. This strength is what will carry you through, even when it seems like the road ahead is impossibly long. When you're feeling broken, it's easy to lose sight of your own worth and capabilities. Doubt can creep in, and it might feel like there's no end in sight to your suffering. However, this is the moment to dig deep and affirm your commitment to yourself. Trust in your ability to overcome, to rise above the pain, and to emerge stronger on the other side. Your current struggle is not the end of your story, it's a chapter in the larger narrative of your strength and resilience. Remind yourself that every great triumph is often preceded by intense struggle. The challenges you face are shaping you, preparing you, and fortifying you for the victories that lie ahead. By refusing to give up, you are choosing to honor your inner strength and affirming your belief in a brighter future. The path through brokenness is not easy, but it is navigable with perseverance and self-belief. You have faced difficulties before and come through them. This moment is no different. It's a test of your resolve, a challenge to see just how much you can endure and grow. By holding on, by refusing to let go of yourself and your dreams, you are proving to yourself just how powerful you truly are. You are stronger than the pain you're experiencing. You have within you a fire that can't be extinguished, a spirit that is unbreakable. The hardest moments are often the ones that define us the most, and by continuing to push forward, you're not just surviving, you're conquering. Look for the silver lining. Even in the darkest of moments, when everything seems bleak and hope feels like a distant memory, there's always a glimmer of light. It might be hard to see at first, obscured by the weight of your pain and the depth of your struggle, but trust me when I say that it is there. The silver lining might not reveal itself immediately, but that doesn't mean it's not present. When you're engulfed in darkness, it's easy to lose sight of the small positives, the tiny bits of hope that can make a difference. The key is to search for that faint light amidst the overwhelming shadows. It might come in the form of a kind word from a friend, a small personal achievement, or a simple moment of peace. These small rays of light are not just fleeting distractions, they are essential guideposts that can lead you through the fog. Holding on to these moments of clarity and hope is crucial. They provide direction and reassurance when everything else feels uncertain. By focusing on these silver linings, you can create a beacon of light that helps you navigate through your challenges. This glimmer of hope can be your constant reminder that even in your darkest hour, there is a path forward. The silver lining might be subtle, but it has the power to shift your perspective. It can transform your experience from one of despair into one of opportunity for growth. Embracing these moments allows you to harness their power, using them to fuel your determination and resilience. As you search for this light, remember that it represents potential for healing, for change, and for a brighter future. Cling to this hope, let it inspire you, and use it to guide your way through the struggles you face. It is in these small glimpses of light that you will find the strength to continue moving forward, one step at a time. When you're in the depths of feeling broken, it can seem as though the pain and the struggle will last forever. The weight of your emotions, the depth of your hurt, these things can make it feel like you're trapped in an unending cycle of suffering. But here's the truth, this is not forever. It's a season, not a lifetime. In the midst of your trials, it's easy to lose perspective and believe that this period of struggle is permanent. Yet, just as seasons change, so too will this phase of your life. The pain you're feeling right now is intense, but it's also temporary. Life has a way of moving forward, and so will you. Healing is a journey, not an instantaneous change. It takes time, and it's often filled with ups and downs. However, every moment of struggle is a moment closer to your recovery. You will rise from this. The strength you're building now will serve you well in the future. You will come out of this experience stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Understand that this period of feeling broken is not your permanent state. It's a chapter in your life, a challenging one, but just one of many. Hold on to the knowledge that this too shall pass. It's a crucial step in your journey, one that will lead you to a place of healing and growth. Embrace this time as part of the process, knowing that you have the strength to endure and the power to overcome. When the time comes for you to rebuild, don't settle for simply returning to who you were before the break. Instead, set your sights on becoming something greater. This is your opportunity to transform, to emerge from your struggles not as a replica of your past self, but as a stronger, more resilient version. The process of rebuilding is not about patching yourself up to look the same as before. It's about taking the shattered pieces of your experience and using them as the foundation for something even better. Each crack, each break is a part of your story that contributes to the person you are becoming. As you piece yourself back together, do so with the intention of growing stronger. Embrace the lessons learned and the wisdom gained from your hardships. Let these experiences forge a new strength within you. The challenges you faced have tested you, but they've also equipped you with a deeper understanding of yourself and your capabilities. When you rebuild, do so with the mindset of becoming unbreakable. The strength you develop through overcoming adversity will be your greatest asset. The pieces that once felt like they were falling apart are now the building blocks of your new fortified self. You are creating a version of yourself that is not only resilient, but empowered, ready to face whatever comes next with unwavering strength? When you feel broken, it's easy to believe that the end is near, that the darkness will never lift. But let me tell you something, this is not the end, it's the beginning of a new chapter. Acknowledge your pain, lean on those who care about you, and remember your worth. Focus on what you can control and take it one step at a time. Every lesson learned from your struggle is a step towards becoming a stronger version of yourself. Don't give up on yourself. You are more resilient than you realize. Look for the silver lining in every storm and understand that this moment of brokenness is temporary. When the time comes, rebuild not just to restore what was lost, but to create something even greater. Your journey through the pain is leading you to a place where you are unbreakable, where you emerge not just whole, but stronger than ever. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you to remind you of a truth that is unwavering. No matter how broken you may feel, you are not defeated. Every piece of pain, every moment of struggle is a part of your journey towards greatness. Embrace the process, lean into the support around you, and trust in the strength that resides within you. You are not defined by the moments that break you, but by how you rise from them. This is your chance to forge a new path, to rebuild with unyielding strength. The world is waiting for the unbreakable you, the one who faced adversity and emerged stronger. So hold your head high, step forward with courage, and remember your greatest triumphs are born from your deepest challenges. You've got this, and the best is yet to come.